Okay. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be having Monster Energy Absolutely Zero. As far as I can tell, this is an older version of the Zero Sugar original flavor. I might need to fact check that, but that's what it seems like from the can as well, and that's what everyone else says, so let's give it a try. I'm assuming if it's an older formulation of the Zero Sugar one, it'll just be like a slightly worse one, so maybe a 6, but I'm also curious to see if it tastes and smells any different. That smells like an original Monster. It smells like an original Monster. You can see the colour there, it's a wee greeny orange. Yeah, you could probably tell me that was a zero, at least from the smell, you could tell me that was a Zero Sugar Monster and I would believe you. Don't know why that got so stuck. Future me, edit this out. It's just water. Oh, it is kind of green actually. I said it was a greeny brown, but that's actually very green. And it's very foamy. Do you want to give that a smell?
That smells exactly like the original.
Yeah, it does.
More so than the actual Zero Sugar one, which is odd.
Although, it looks weirdly still, but maybe they all look like that and I just wasn't thinking about it hard enough when I first tried it. So, let's give this a go. Oh, that is actually different from the Zero Sugar. Well, that's going to be an easy rating. I'm going to say right off the bat, so this tastes like a Monster Energy Zero Sugar, but closer to the flavour of the original. Give that a try, and then I'll tell you my rating, or you can give me yours. Unless you have one.
That's odd, because this didn't sell because it didn't taste enough like the original.
Well,
but this tastes like the original.
It seems like they reformulated it, maybe. I need to double check. Is this... So my immediate thought was that I wanted to give that an 8, because it is better than the Zero Sugar. I expected it to taste like the Zero Sugar, but then the rest of the chemical taste hit, and it's so much closer to the original. I almost want to give that a 9, to put it on par with the original, because I genuinely think I could drink this instead of the original. I think it has a slightly... I'm going to check the ingredients. It has a slightly saltier aftertaste to me, but it doesn't seem to have a Zero Sugar aftertaste. I'm going to put on screen right now if it uses a different sweetener, because I'll research it during editing. But if that could be it, I don't know. This genuinely just tastes like the original Monster, so... Oh, what do you think? What would you give that?
I think it might be worth doing them side by side. Because obviously somebody wasn't satisfied with it. And then they made the new one.
Okay. It's bugging me, and I know we always keep some extras in the fridge. I have just picked up the full sugar version, because I refuse to believe that they either stopped... Is this discontinued? I don't know. I refuse to believe that the Zero Sugar replaced this when it tastes nearly identical to it. Just so you know, if you're ever worried about my caffeine intake, I'm going to have a small amount of this and I will be finishing it tomorrow or the day after. And I don't often, have multiple in a day. I will shut my eyes, cover my ears so I can't hear, and then you'll put one up to my mouth and try to give some to me. And I'll see if I can guess the difference, because the cans are different. I can't hear anything, by the way, I'll see anything.
You can feel it.
I can feel you shuffling them around though. Hopefully you don't spill it. And then I can just do one then the other. I think the Absolutely Zero tastes a little bit more watered down. I don't think it... Oh, okay. Okay, I think that's the original. And then I'll have the other one. If I can. Oh, that's the original. At least it tastes like the original. Always the first one tastes weaker, so if the second one is absolutely zero, then I'm impressed. Can I open my eyes?
Yes.
So is the second one the original?
Yeah.
So it's an ever so slightly weaker version of the original. I genuinely...
It's actually hard to tell apart, yeah.
Okay, now I have a decision to make here. So I'm putting this back in. I have a hard decision to make here. I want to give it a 9 because it is virtually identical. The original has a stronger chemical taste, so I can tell the difference between them, but without having them side by side, I would not know this was not the original. If I were to rate this out of principle, I would give this one a 10. Because it is like the original, but without all of the stuff that makes it horrific for you, except the caffeine. But I'm going to give it a 9, because it's a ranking of how happy I'd be to receive it. They taste the same. I genuinely would not know the difference without having them side by side. That's going to be a 9. These may as well be the same thing. Why were these discontinued? The original, the zero sugar version of this one actually tastes zero sugary. This doesn't, does it? So there you go, that's my rating. That's a 9. I would gladly, if they sold them in this country and I didn't have them imported, I would have this over the original.